The fragrance that changed destiny. It sounds incredible, doesn't it? We're about to explore a story where the fate of a massive dynasty wasn't sealed by war or by politics, but by something as simple, as fleeting, as a single scent. So really, can a single scent topple an empire? It's a huge question, and it is right at the heart of the story we're telling today. We're going to see exactly how the destiny of the great Kuru dynasty was changed forever, not by a sword, but by a simple fragrance. To understand how big of a deal this was, we have to start at the very height of its glory.
So just picture this, the glorious kingdom of Hastinapura. We're talking about a golden age, a kingdom at the absolute peak of its power and its wealth. There's this feeling of pure joy in the air, And it's all because the future of the throne feels completely secure. The noble Prince Devavrata has just been officially crowned the heir apparent, the Yuva Raja.
And let me tell you, Devavrata was not your ordinary prince. He was, for all intents and purposes, perfect. Radiant with virtue, stronger than anyone else, and just truly blessed by destiny. The people absolutely adored him. When they looked at him, they saw the unshakable future of Hastinapura, a future filled with strength and peace.
But destiny, as it so often does, had something else in mind. Our story now shifts to one quiet, fateful day. We see King Shantanu, Devavrata's proud father, just wandering by himself along the sacred banks of the Yamuna. It's calm, it's peaceful, but this is the exact moment where everything, and I mean everything, is about to change.
And then, all of a sudden, this extraordinary fragrance just fills the air. It's a scent so divine, so enchanting, that it feels like it couldn't possibly come from this world. It just hangs there on the breeze, and it completely captivates the king's soul. He just has to know where it's coming from. He's compelled, pulled along by this mysterious scent, and he follows it to its source. And that's when he sees her. By the river, there's a maiden whose beauty is so luminous, it feels like she could rival the heavens themselves. Her name is Satyavati. Now, King Shantanu, he was known for his composure, his restraint, but in this moment, he is just utterly overwhelmed. He's moved by this powerful desire he just can't contain, and he says the only thing that comes to his mind, a simple plea right from his heart: become my queen.
Well, Satyavati responds with such grace, but her answer, it places a huge obstacle right in the king's path. She tells him that her father, the chief of the fishermen, is the one who has to give his consent. So if he wants to marry her, the path goes through her father.
So the king goes to the fisher chief, expecting, well, who knows what he was expecting. But what he gets isn't a simple yes or no. He gets a condition. And right here, this is where the real conflict of our story begins. It's the king's deep love versus a father's incredible price.
And what is that condition?
Oh, it's a heavy one. The chief, this wise and very determined man, makes his demand clear. The son born from his daughter, that son must be the one to inherit the throne. This one condition is like a dagger to the heart of the kingdom's entire future. You can just imagine, the king is absolutely shattered. He's torn between his love and his duty, caught in this impossible trap. On one hand, there's this all-consuming love for Satyavati, and on the other, there's his sacred duty. His duty to his kingdom, and maybe most importantly, his duty to his perfect son, Devavrata. He just can't accept it. I mean, how could he? To agree would mean betraying Devavrata, the rightful heir, the joy of the people, the one person who symbolized a stable future. It would be a terrible, unthinkable injustice.
And yet, he can't forget her. He's completely unable to get Satyavati out of his mind. Her face, the memory of that divine fragrance, it's all just burned into his heart. He has no choice but to return to his kingdom, but he returns a broken man.
Back in the palace, a shadow falls over the king. He just retreats into himself. He doesn't speak to anyone, just consumed by this silent suffering. All that joy that filled the kingdom, it starts to feel like a distant echo, because the king is carrying a sorrow so heavy he can't even speak its name.
But a devoted son's eyes miss nothing, do they? Prince Devavrata watches his father from a distance. He sees this profound sadness, this unexplained gloom that's just settled over the king, and a deep, deep concern starts to grow inside him. He knows something is terribly, terribly wrong.
And so,
The stage is set for what comes next: a father's sorrow and a son's duty. What is a son to do? What will happen when Devavrata finally learns the truth? And more importantly, what choice is he going to make? Because his decision won't just define his own destiny. It's going to set in motion a chain of events that will change history forever. And to think, it all started with a single divine fragrance.